Hello everyone, this is Neha Sharma. Today in this video, we are going to start chapter number 4 of our grammar book Wow English Series 8, which is for class 8th. So dear students, in our previous videos, we have covered 3 chapters of our grammar book, where we learnt about sentences, kinds of sentences, nouns and pronouns, and adjectives and degrees of kinds. So this topic which we are going to start today, this is quite important, right? You will find this somewhat similar to chapter number 3, that is adjectives, okay? So adjectives, there is similarity, many kinds of adjectives, or you may say the adjectives are exactly like determiners, but in some cases you will find the difference. So when we will talk about the determiners, articles and determiners, so our first topic here is we have to see determiners, right? So determiners, as I told you, as the place of when we will talk about the position of the determiners, that is exactly same as adjectives, right? Where before the nouns. So let's have a look on the determiners first, and how many kinds of determiners are there, because the name of the chapter is articles and determiners, but articles determiner is also kind of this determiners, right? So we have to start with determiners. And what is the determiner? Determiners are the words which determine a noun, which fix a noun, which tells something about the noun to us, right? For example, I am speaking a chalk. So a chalk, is what determiner here, and chalk is what noun, right? A green board, is what again? Determiner, and green board is what? Noun. A boy, the girls, the teacher, some apples, many friends. So all these words which I have used before these nouns, like some, many, any, the, and, all are in the category of determiners, right? So when we did adjectives, there we did not have this article determiner, so that we have to do separately. There we did indefinite determiners, indefinite adjectives and definite adjectives, right? So that's why this is a new one. You have to listen that carefully. Actually the chapter is, the topics and some of the points are exactly like chapter number 3, which is adjectives, okay? So as this is given here, different exercises will be there. You will find out different concepts here, that what is the difference between adjectives and the pronouns and the determiners, because the kinds I have told you in the previous chapter too, the kinds are same, means the names of the kinds are same, okay? So let's start with determiners. What are determiners? Determiners are placed before the nouns. So what is the definition? This is chapter number 4 of your grammar book for class 8 Cordova English. Cordova English, and this is determiners. So determiners, these are the words which determines or specify a noun, right? Which tell us something about a noun. I gave you example: an apple, a basket, the boy, the teacher, the Taj Mahal, the camera, my mobile, his notebook. So his, my, some, many, all these are determiners, right? For example, some boys. So here now boys is what? Boys is noun, and before that the word is that is what? Determiner, which is determining, which is specifying the noun boys, right? So some is what here? Some is some is determiner. Many toys. So toys is what? Noun, and which word is specifying this determiner? That is many. A girl is a noun, and this is specifying this girl. So a is what? Determiner. The teacher is noun, and this word the is specifying the teacher. So these all are determiners, okay? Now we have to see the kinds of determiners, and you will get the difference that what are determiners and what are adjectives, okay? Whether the condition position is same before the nouns. So let's see. One more thing I want to tell you, in adjectives I have told you that the position of the adjectives may be at the 2 places, that is before the noun or after the helping verb sometime, right? That is what? That is attributive and predicative type of adjectives. So here you will not get that. Here directly before the noun you will get the determiners. Okay, that is the biggest difference here. So if we'll talk about the kinds of determiners, right? Number one, we have to do articles, that is article determiners, right? When we talk about articles, we are having this chapter since our first class, we can say. So articles we have done there also, and we learnt about a, an and the. That is quite easy. That seems very easy to us, that only we have to place a, an and the. But there are some basic rules, that where we have to put a, where we have to put an, and where we have to put the, right? Or when you will say a and an, that is quite easy. So rule use of the is quite long. Okay, so that we have to study here in this chapter. So when we talk about article determiners we have to do, that is a, an and the, and which is also further divided into two parts, that is definite articles and indefinite articles. So that I will tell you afterwards in detail. Second one is demonstrative. Demonstrative, when we speak this word demonstrative, we have read this word many times. We have demonstrative pronouns also, we have demonstrative adjectives also, we have determined that we have demonstrative determiners also. So the words which are there, this is this, that, these, those and such. Okay, so these words you have to, in your book it may happen that this, that, these, those is given, but you have to do one more, that is such. In some cases it is yonder also and certain also, so that may be the case. Okay, next one is possessive. Possessive is what? Possessive is what? When we tell, when some word is telling us about the ownership of that. What is this possessive? Possessive means to have something. When we are telling the relationship of ownership with the something to us or anyone, so that is called possession, right? Like his, her, my, your, our. And here I will tell you once again the difference between possessive or pronouns and determiners. That is what? When we are having yours, yours, so that yours will not be determiners, whether it is telling the possession, right? But that is pronoun, that is not determiner, not adjective. When we are having yours, ours, right? So that ours also is not what? Determiner. That is what? Pronoun. Okay, so whether when we have these words ours, yours, theirs, hers, okay, so that will be pronoun. Please keep this in mind. This is quite important for you to keep this in mind, that what's the difference, because we will directly do. Ma'am told me that whatever the thing will tell us the the possession, that will be possessive. But what you have to remind, when s is attached there, see, when your is there, so this your is determiner, this your is adjective too, but this your is not pronoun. Yours, yours, this is pronoun here. So these things you have to keep in mind, right? Next thing, when we were talking about, first we have told article determiner, second is demonstrative, third one is possessive determiners, fourth one is interrogative determiners. So when we talk about interrogative determiners, what are these interrogative determiners? Interrogative, when we just see this word interrogative, so a question that comes in front of our eyes. So what are the words which are helpful to make questions? See, we have two kinds of questions, means two kind of interrogatives. That one is, we have done that earlier too in the when we did that chapter number 1, sentences. So there we understood that we have two kinds of interrogative, right? So the first one we have to use here, that is WH family words, where we have to use this as determiner, interrogative determiner. The words W which belong from this WH family, so those are what? Those are interrogative pronouns. We have another type of questions, that is yes no type of question. where we can simply write down the answer only in yes or no. But where we have this WH family type of question, there we cannot write the answer in yes or no. That is, where is your home? What you will say, yes or no? No, you will not. You have to answer that completely. So yes and no type of question, they always start with helping verbs, and WH family type of questions, they always start with WH family and they cannot be answered with yes and no. So interrogatives, when we are talking, so the words which are from the WH family, that will be there in interrogative determiners. Next one is quantifiers. Now quantifiers, when we did adjectives, we have done two kinds. There we have done adjective of quantity and adjective of number, right? So here quantifier is also that something which is telling us the quantity of something. Now that is definite quantity or indefinite quantity, that we have to see. So here when something will tell about quantity, so that will be quantifiers. So that is quantifier. That means what is some, many, one, two, first, second, third. So that will be the, so that when we will discuss this that in detail, we will learn that. And the last one is distributive. So dear kids, these words each, every, either, neither, these are distributive determiners, right, which distribute something among it may be one, many, or like that. So once again we are revising. Article determiners are a, an and the. Demonstrative determiners are this, that, these, those. In your book I think these four are given, but I have told you such, certain and yonder also sometime, that is demonstrative. Next one is possessive. So possessive are what? Possessive are his, her, your, our, my, etc. It is not yours, ours, that is wrong, theirs, that is wrong, that is pronoun. Okay. Interrogative, the WH family words which are placed before the nouns and which are used to ask question in a sentence. Quantifiers, which tell us something about the quantity and will be placed before the nouns. And the last one is distributive, the words like each, either, each, every, either and neither. Next we have to start today the first kind of article, this determiners, that is what? That is article determiner. So the first kind of determiners is article determiners, where I have named it articles only. So as I have discussed earlier too, that articles are divided into two groups. One is definite articles and second thing is indefinite article. So dear kids, it is quite simple, only you have to keep in mind the alphabet, that is A to Z, and please keep this in mind, that is alphabet only, that is not alphabets, because the number is 26. So many of us we generally do this mistake, we speak that alphabets, we have 26 alphabets, but that is wrong, it is alphabet only, right, and it is further divided into two groups, that is vowels and consonants. So here we have to take care of vowels, and here we have to take care of consonant sounds and all. Means in this indefinite articles we have to take care of vowel sounds and consonant sounds, and the, which is definite article, this we can use with the particular or the proper nouns, you can say, right. So article determiners, that is divided into two categories. Number one is indefinite article, number two is definite articles. Indefinite articles are a and n, right, and let's know something more about this indefinite articles. So this is for the and this is for indefinite, that is a and n. So these words a and n, they do not indicate any particular person, thing or place, right. We are not talking about any proper thing here, we are not talking about any particular thing here, right. Used only with singular countable noun, because a means what? One, and means what? One. So this will talk about only one person or a particular person or a singular countable only. And what are countable? Countable are the words which can be changed, which is having both of the forms, singular and plural, right. So that is called countable. So this is very important, please keep this in mind, that indefinite articles which are a and an, they do not indicate any particular person, thing or place. They are used only with singular countable nouns. When we talk about the second one, the second kind of articles, that is the, and the is what? Definite article, right? It is because this is used to indicate some particular persons, things or places. Like the most common example is with the proper nouns we have to use the here. The things which becomes particular, with that we have to use the. Suppose I am giving you one example. I have purchased a book I am saying here, and the book was very interesting. So in the first line, in the first sentence I have used I have purchased a book. The book was very interesting. So here the book which I have purchased, that I am using in second line, because that has been particular. I am talking about the book which I have purchased yesterday. Like I purchased a book yesterday, the book is very interesting. So I am talking about the same book, means the book is particular now. So the is used with the particular subjects, with the particular things or places or persons, right? This is used with both singular and plural, and with both count and even with countable, uncountable nouns too, right? So uncountables are what? Which are having only one form. That singular is used as means singular, plural, that is one only. That is not having the plural form. Clear? Like hair, rice, oil, bread. This is what? Money. This is what? Uncountable noun. So that is used with the is used with those uncountable nouns too. So let's have a quick revision of this article determiner, which is very first kind. We have studied that article determiner is what? That is divided into two parts. One thing is indefinite article, number two is definite articles. In the category of indefinite articles, we have learnt a and n. And in the category of definite article, we have done the only. So that is because the the remaining part. Now indefinite article, we have to use according to the sound, consonant and the vowels, right? They do not indicate any particular particular person or the thing or the place, and use only with the singular countable nouns. But when we talk about the because that is the definite itself, so that will tell about the definite person, thing or the place, and means the particular, the proper. So that is used with singular and plural both, even with uncountable nouns. So please take the screenshot of this, note down this in your notebook and learn for your examination. In our next video, we will meet once again with the same topic, determiners, and we will try to do next two kinds of determiners, that is possessive and demonstrative and possessive. So please keep on watching the videos, keep on studying, stay safe, stay home. Thank you very much, and keep doing your homework and keep growing.